The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 57. You get the Nasdaq up 26. S&Ps are up 3. Gold's trading down $8 at $13.03. We have silver down 19 cents, $16.94 an ounce. Both metals. Yesterday, we had some volatility in those babies.
Volatility today, too, just the other way, right?
Just the other way, yeah. Exactly. You have the copper market down a penny and a half, trading $2.92 a pound. Light sweet crude off 54 cents. $51.69 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 4 ticks, 125.30. 30-year bond off 8, 154.20. And King Dollar. King Dollar is making a run for this August swing high. You're up 414 ticks, 92.855. This is the first bounce King Dollar has got really since April 4th, which is pretty amazing.
It is.
The euro's at 117 3/4 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 112 1/4 to the U.S. dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And, folks, if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top or the side. You can hit the banner, bring up the platform. They'll let you trade with paper money. You can follow along each and every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin, TD Ameritrade, great show. You just go to TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tommy. How's everybody going? How you guys doing?
Well, we liked all that volatility yesterday. I want some more volatility, man. I'm hooked on volatility.
One day.
But what happened? It was a one-day wonder, like it was about a 3-hour wonder.
Yeah, right.
Yesterday was such an interesting day with gold up big, oil up big, and the dollar up, which was a very confusing day for fundamental traders, I'm sure. Now, another big rally in the dollar like we're getting today, and both of them kind of taking it on the chin here. But what an interesting day yesterday was. Very, very confusing for fundamental traders.
No, hey, even technical traders, Kevin. I absolutely agree. I was talking about it. So at 10:30, folks, in the morning, right, gold took off. The oil had already started taking off. That took off, and the gold didn't, and the dollar didn't back off. And, you know, I was kind of bringing it up, Kevin, later. I hadn't seen I don't particularly like the gold fear trade because it comes back immediately. That's a one-day wonder. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying, wow, look at this thing. But that almost felt like 20 years ago. It was real buying. I said, okay, this is interesting.
Believe me, it was a big rally in gold. And we were discussing on yesterday's show if it was a risk-off trade in gold. And, Tom, I'm in your camp. Trading gold for risk-off or trading gold for protection is tricky.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of doing it, frankly.
I'm not either. It's too quick. It's not sustained. It's not like that people decided, okay, I'm going to put 5% of my portfolio in gold just to diversify coming across because it's a small market, folks, okay? And if that happens, that's when you see gold go on a steady basis. That's my point. Do you know what I mean? So
right. Tricky. It's tricky. You know, people ask me all the time, well, if you're bearish on the market, you know, maybe you buy gold. I go, well, why don't you buy puts?
Yeah, totally, man. Totally.
Buy puts on the S&P 500. Don't buy gold.
And you know what's so great what you're saying there, Kevin? And folks, all you have to do is go back to the big market downdrafts. Gold in 2007 went from 1133 to 666 in a heartbeat. When everything goes down, everything goes down. It's like
gave you no protection.
Yeah, right. It's.
But at the end of the day, we know that it's a commodity, right? And it's a commodity traded off the U.S. dollar.
It is.
So with a rising U.S. dollar, it could maybe do that for one day, but another big rally in the dollar, ooh, that's a tough one. Oil as well, right? Big up day yesterday, backing off here a little bit today based on a higher dollar. This dollar, Tom, again, you know that. I'm not a technical analyst, but this dollar looks like it's at a pretty interesting level here right now.
No, it is. And listen, you know, we haven't got a bounce. The last bounce was, April 10th. That was the, you know, when I say a decent bounce, okay?
That was the high.
That's pretty intense, man. I mean, we've only gone from 97, 95. We've gone up 2 pennies. But guess what?
2 points.
But that's, you know, that's big in the context of what we've done.
Yeah, we've come down from 100, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so if you're trading the dollar and you see what the dollar's doing here, this can't make you feel good. And that's why yesterday's trade in gold and crude oil was so, frustrating, I'm sure, for a lot of traders. Because if you're looking at the dollar, that pressure had to be on those commodities, and they were buying them.
They were, man. They were.
Yeah,
it was totally a rocket ship. So listen, switch gears in a second. They took Facebook apart yesterday, didn't they?
They took all the FANG stocks apart.
Man.
Well, think about it. Yesterday and really over the weekend may have been Facebook's first ever bit of bad news.
Yeah.
Since the IPO. Remember the news surrounding the IPO, how horrible that was?
Yes.
I don't know if they've had real serious bad news since then.
Right. No, I'm with you.
This was the first little thing they had to deal with.
And that's the share deal.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And let's face it, if you're Mark Zuckerberg, if you're Facebook, you don't want the government in your business.
Oh, you're not kidding.
So you're screaming, no, we'll take care of it ourselves. We'll watch this. We'll monitor it. And because you don't want the government in there.
No.
He was supposed to testify, and that's what he cut that off to make sure that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was supposed to testify. Was it this week or next week? So he made sure that, I think he didn't want to be in the limelight trying to protect himself and say, shares don't need voting rights. That would not have been a PR
No,
move.
Tommy, you're exactly right. That would have been there's nothing good that comes out of any of that. You go on Capitol Hill like that, you never come out looking good, because these guys are going to get their 5 minutes of camera time, and they're going to make their point.
I saw, not to jump completely, but I saw a documentary about Bill Gates and Microsoft, and one of the things they focused on when the antitrust was coming down on him was how poorly he fared when they went into court, and they had actually film of him just being very elusive in his answers.
Yep.
And it was
intentionally vague.
Intentionally vague. Well said. And so that, I was thinking of that when they said Zuckerberg didn't want to testify, and I bet he's well aware of Microsoft's missteps as they got clamped down on by the antitrust. So.
Right, and I think that's where where people said, "Hold on a minute, I've seen this I've seen this movie before."
Exactly.
Right. So there's for the first time in many years in Facebook, I think there's a little bit of uncertainty. And you saw that yesterday.
I bet, not that Bezos would be happy about that, but that takes heat off Amazon as Amazon's taken over the retail world.
Totally.
Yeah, but if I'm Bezos, that means I'm next.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen.
That's what I'd be worried about.
Kevin, I think we talked about this, but when I saw the gross margins of these auto part makers, 52 to 54% gross margins, I'm looking up and saying, Amazon's going to take them apart. That's like that's like heaven.
Exactly.
I mean, that's insane.
Exactly right. He looks at that and he probably salivates.
Oh,
I totally.
Big time.
I was going to say, licking your chops. Totally.
Yeah.
Folks, right here, 45 minutes. You want to understand the option market upside down, the future market? TFNN.com, hit Target TV. Kevin, thank you so much. Have a great day, safe day. We look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 64. You get the Nasdaq up 28. S&Ps are up 350. We go inside. Excuse me, folks. We go inside the Dow Industrials. Strength versus the weakness out here. Strength today is Apple. Apple putting 15 positive points. United Health putting 13. Boeing putting 11. Taken away from it, Disney 4 negative points. Points, yeah. Chevron 3.6. Procter & Gamble 2. Not much on the negative side. Inside the NDX 100, what we have, strength out here is Norwegian Cruise Line. That's up 3.5%. NVIDIA's up 3.3%, up 576. We'll go back to NVIDIA in a second. Mattel is up 2.5. Taken away from it, Shire, down 1.5. You get Dish Networks off 1.3. And Qualcomm is down 1.2. So if we go over to NVIDIA right now, so you hit a high.
Volatility for you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Today.
Comes down from 7 points yesterday. You got up to 178.67 today. Slight sell-off. You know, these look like, and we'll know in a few more hours, they have the potential of setting up large ABC structures on the way down. These intraday, these would be the B to a C of an ABC structure on the way down. We go take a look at the small caps. This was interesting yesterday. So the small caps basically got over their high, 144.25.
Sure.
You know, as the NDX went south.
Yeah, not a bad day for the small caps in light of what the other markets, especially in the NASDAQ, was doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, that high of yesterday, the 144.94, I expect will get tested because that's a high volume high. That actually took it out and it had volume behind the move. Some of the higher volume stocks out here. Let's take a look at them. You have, let's see, that's in the...
Oh, boy. That's another biopharma up there. Check that out. Down $17, trading at $6.
Look at that.
Looks like an Alzheimer's drug.
Okay, so operate clinical stage biopharma company focuses on acquisition, development, commercialization, novel therapeutics of neurological disorders.
So what's amazing here is the market cap is $700 million right now, off of still at $6.60.
And it's down $17.68.
You're talking about
folks.
a $2.5 billion company yesterday. These are not small companies that can go broke almost overnight, it seems. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's bring this back. Look at that. Oh, my God. This is a total wipeout, I think. Yeah. So let's see when they went public.
Yeah, 2015, about 2 years ago.
Yeah, $24.
15.
Oh, it's for $15, yeah. Then they did a secondary at $18.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a hit. Let's go take a look at the IBB just to see where that... IBB hasn't got hit yet.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're in the IBB, right?
No, they're not. The reason I've been doing that, no, none of these small ones are, because the IBB is the monsters
Sure.
that make money.
Sure.
These are big companies. The reason I do this, though, is that even these big companies, for what people are paying for them, is astronomical.
Sure.
So, it's just a matter of when that baby does get hit. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top and the side. You can bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can follow along with us as we trade these defined option contracts. Now, let's see. So we go take a look at this out here. I get in this morning a longer-term one, which,
Define longer term for people that might not be listening.
Oh, for the day.
Okay.
For the day.
That's a pretty short area.
I'm not expecting a huge amount of volatility out here today because yesterday, when you get a big volatile day like yesterday, the market normally calms down a bit. But I am expecting that the NDX won't be able to hold these highs out here. So
sure. So let's see.
I went for all day.
So 9:37 in the morning, you got in there. You're getting in at about 59.01. So you'd be risking the 19 points to the upside. So you'd be risking about $190.
Yeah.
And there, so $190 to your risk. With it, if it ever had the slide all the way down to 58.40, you're talking about about $600.
Right. I went for the master spread basically.
Yeah. So that's 80 Nasdaq points, and you got about 20 to the upside, which leaves, of course, 60. And I say upside, that's your risk.
So
that would be your downside in profit, in profit terms.
Right.
But so $200 risk, $600 max profit. Yeah.
And I paid about 10 points, meaning in premium.
Okay.
When that came out, it was.
Did you?
I believe I did.
Okay.
Because let's see,
it's about 9:37 in the morning.
Yeah.
You got in at 59.01.
Yeah, and it was trading higher than that.
Sure. Yeah, so here would be the bar. So not quite 10 points, just that don't sell yourself too short paying that much of a premium because it was as high as, anywhere from 59.05 to like 59.08, so you would have been paying about 5, 6, 7 points maybe.
I was just trying to make the point that it wasn't one for one.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Because, definitely you're risking one to make 3.
Right.
You're going to have to pay a little bit of premium risking one to make 3, especially on a NASDAQ where those types of moves are well within the realm of possible on a daily basis. Right. They're not going to give you $200 of risk to make 600 when there's a very realistic possibility that it could either be a max loss or a max profit by the end of the day. Yeah. Good. We'll see where it shakes out.
And that's a 415 deal. And that's why when you get and that's why, Tommy, I'd like you to test drive this first, folks, because what happens is that when you get used to these, I trade the 2-hour ones a lot, and when I was looking at the 2-hour ones, they weren't worth it for me this morning because out of the 10-point ones, every one of them you're only going to do 5 and 5 almost. You know what I mean? Because they had some premium in them.
Sure.
You know, the market makers, and well, just everyone in general, so that the premium was in there for those closer ones. Now, as we move through the day, if we still just flatten out like this, they will get calmer also.
Okay.
You know?
Sure.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. The let's see, Equifax.
Yeah, I said that's almost a non-story. It's definitely a story, and I say it sarcastically, but that CEO, it would have been shocking. The real story would have been if he didn't have to step down at some point through the scandal, I think. But yeah, so he steps down, probably the first of a few in the top echelon there. You know, you had 3 guys, I forget which ones, that were selling the shares before it even became public information. So we'll see if they all keep their stocks, right?
He's going to be happy just he didn't sell the shares, exactly.
Yeah, so there's a few more.
He's walking away with $18.4 million in retirement benefits.
Not bad, you know.
No, it depends on...
He doesn't have to deal with the stress of what's going on.
Exactly.
Like, hey,
he's probably happy, man.
That's it, you know. This is one where you just... Executives in this type of an ordeal very rarely can survive that type of and they shouldn't survive. You know, they didn't do their due diligence at all. Bad things can happen, right? But you got to do your due diligence. You got to be doing your best. They were definitely not doing their best, and that's just like the very top of what we found out in terms of protecting that information.
Yeah, I heard yesterday I was down in the bank, guys up at the counter like saying, am I going to be all right? You know, he was talking to the bank about Equifax. You know what I mean?
Everybody should keep control of their credit anyway, so keep your eye on it, you know, for sure.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 50. Nasdaq's up 27.
If you're looking to open your portfolio to a world of opportunity, consider the new market-safe emerging currency CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 5 equally weighted currencies from Brazil, China, India, Indonesia, and Turkey at a time when experts see great potential for global growth. Even better, it features a 7.0 leverage factor, which means you could earn a potential market upside payment of 7 times the CD's performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. The September 28th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA, FSB, member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 46. You get the Nasdaq up 23. S&Ps are up 2.5. And we are coming to Boston, folks, this Saturday.
This Saturday, man. Time is
Isn't
flying.
that cool? I'm psyched.
We got. What's the weather going to be like? We'll have to pull that up maybe during the next segment. I was going to pull that up myself today. I'm praying not in the 90s, please, Florida. No, I know it won't be.
Listen to this. I was getting calls yesterday. It was 95 in Toronto.
Oh man.
Yeah. So there was weather up there.
So we'll be up there Saturday morning. We're flying up there Friday, of course. We'll be at the Boston Marriott in Burlington, Massachusetts, right by that Burlington Mall. We've been there many times, done workshops at this hotel where they do a great job, some great space up there. They got a great restaurant, bar, facilities, everything. So we'll be up there starting at 7:45 in the morning. We're going to have a nice continental breakfast, good 45 minutes. When we did the one in Tampa, that was a nice time. Everyone just kind of sitting around the round tables, talking, chatting, get you checked in. We'll do 15 minutes by Mr. Dan Cook jumping up there from Nadex. They're sponsoring all of this, putting it on so it's free. Thank you to them for sure.
Big time.
I'm going to jump up there for 15 minutes and just kind of talk about binaries and spreads to give everybody a quick introductory kind of take on that. And then the meat of everything begins right at 9 a.m. You'll jump up there for a good 90-minute, hour-and-a-half long presentation. We'll take a 15-minute coffee and tea break. Daryl Martin's going to jump up there for a good 90 minutes as well. And then you guys will jump up there for 45 minutes, kind of talking about a variety of things, taking questions and all that good stuff. So what are you going to be diving into there when you jump up?
We're going to be talking quality volume, cause and effect, the ABC structures, swing points, and the testing. And, you know, what's cool, where we are in the market right now, first, all we've been doing since June is testing.
Sure.
And it's, you know, if you're new to this, it is a pain in the neck because I remember when I was first starting and Tim Ward was basically teaching me the testing aspect, right? And I used to call him up and say, I am so sick of this market testing. You know, it really was. You know what I mean? So it's I can understand frustration, folks. But that's the more the market test, the more information it's giving you. So it's pretty cool, actually.
Definitely.
Once you kind of understand it, but. The patience, man, takes a lot of patience.
That is for sure. Patience in trading and lots of things in life, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
No doubt.
So Saturday morning we'll be up there. Check it out. Sign up, please, so that we get a good gauge on the numbers. We're already starting to, you know, we shipped a bunch of books up there yesterday. Everyone's going to get a signed copy of your book that's up there, so we're starting to get prepared. But sign up. You can sign up all the way through this week, of course, until Saturday morning. It'll be perfect.
Now let's pull up the weather.
Okay, let's go.
Totally.
Let's see what we're doing. Let's see if anybody in the den is chiming in too. They can give us the
tell
local
us.
take, and then we'll pull it up here as well.
Let's see.
Beautiful Boston, Massachusetts.
Don't hit 90. There it is. 75.
75. Let's get the 5-day forecast up here. Oh boy, we don't have 90 at all. 61 degrees.
Okay,
get your winter parka.
That's good.
There you
like
go.
it.
61 to 49. I wanted a little bit warmer than that.
Yeah, I know.
We want perfection. No.
It'll feel great.
Coming from Florida, we are. I mean, I think the average high I saw today in Florida is usually about 88 degrees, and it's 91. We're going to reach. It just does not stop. But we're coming into that cool weather.
Oh,
it's just
I love this area now.
Yeah.
We were both up at 5:30 this morning, and it felt great.
Yeah, no, the mornings, I mean, some of that humidity's getting out of it. At least you get some cool air in the mornings outside of the sun, for sure.
And it feels different because you can put different clothes on, too.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, totally. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at those NQs. So NQZ. So look at this selling something down. We'll see what it is in a second. So we had the, excuse me, folks, and you know, when you're taking a look at this high, I didn't explain why I basically sold that when I did. It wasn't that it was just at the open. What it was, you know, this is a normal bounce. That'd be considered like intraday, like ice. Sure. You know, that's where we had all the volume from yesterday on the way down. That was the open.
Yeah.
Then it went back up to the, you know, the 59, 14 again. You know, so that's what I was looking at. You know, it was going into some monster contract volume, and we did this. Well, look at the difference. So 13,500. The first bar had 18,000, and you were still coming into, I won't even count the first bar, the opening bar. You're still coming into 18,000. Well, that's low at the 22.
No,
but you were coming into 18,000. Yeah. So that's what the risk versus reward at that point set up, particularly set up. in the aspect of.
And just before I know you want to jump over there, but yeah, that's, you know, you got to trade in there. And as I was rocking and rolling down, right? So this is where you just get a good gauge of how things are working. So again, you're in the 59.20 to 58.40.
Yeah.
Middle of that spread is going to be 58.80. Okay,
Yeah.
so 58.80 is exactly where that spread will be trading basically at par. So right now it's approaching that. I mean, just to give people a good gauge, you know, right now market's at 58.91, and look at that, not much premium at all right now.
Isn't
when
that
you
cool?
look at, you know, right now you could be selling it, and just to, you know, you're selling one, you're risking 300 to make 500 almost at market. I mean, that's an awesome deal. That's why we talk about these constantly with limited risk, risking 3 to make 5.
Right.
Not bad when you're paying, what, half a point to a point in the NASDAQ, which is like
it's in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
It's definitely in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
877-927-6648. The the S&P, man, it's just amazing. You know, if we go back to even June 9th, they hit the NASDAQ good. Rest of the market didn't even blink.
Sure.
The S&P didn't even blink yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it was down. Well, it was down 12. It came all the way back.
I mean, like Kevin said, you know, like we all saw, it was those FANG stocks, man. I mean, it was, you know, we didn't even talk about Netflix yet. They were getting hammered, right? And let's jump and see how Netflix is doing today, because they were one of the ones really suffering yesterday, along with Facebook. Yeah, they haven't gotten the rebound like the rest of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it came down good. Netflix went from 186 to 177. Oh, look at this. Okay, hey, folks, this is a big one. Amazon's confirmed ABC structure down. Now, this is a trip. We broke the B point, 936.38. 5.1 million, went to 932. Now, what it did do is, so this would be a complex ABC structure down. And what complex means is just this. When you break a B point of an ABC structure down, you have a price projection. In this case, the price projection is approximately $850. When you go back on the other side of it, meaning it's closed above it, most times what happens is that you'll get above it, you build some more cars, you get below it again. That's what makes it complex. But this was a big move yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Now, what's intriguing is that I always thought it was going to hit here anyway, the 927, because it's a high volume low.
Pretty close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now watch this. When we put this on a daily, I mean a weekly, when you do the 850 level, because that's it's a projection of 850. Well, you got
just below there.
Yeah, it's like 885 sticking out like a sore thumb, and you know that where it broke topside from, folks. In March is sticking out, so it's like, you know, that would be a normal retracement. It wouldn't be the end of the world.
The beginning of April, you know,
right?
No, March 31st,
exactly.
Not the end of the world in terms of Amazon going back to there.
No, and when you look at retracement wise, it's nothing. It's like
because the PEs on Amazon. I mean, can you go to the description? I mean, you know, they're growing mammothly, and I'm not saying it's not warranted.
240.
Yeah, you know, but it's banking on a lot of. So that's where you can get some serious fluctuation in the price of the equity, where you know.
Right.
What was that PE?
You paid $240 for $1 of earnings.
Right. And what was that when it was at 1,100, let alone 940, right? So that's where, you know, you're going to say, oh, it's not going back that much. They're going to still, well, you know, it can still be a mammoth company at 200 PE and be a little bit lower than it is right now.
Totally. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien has just announced that he'll be coming to Boston September 30th for a free workshop, The Art of Timing the Trade. Join Tom O'Brien Saturday morning, September 30th at the Boston Marriott in Burlington, Massachusetts, as he breaks down his trading methodology and provides you with the tools to become a more successful and profitable trader. Everyone that attends in person will receive a free signed copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. Daryl Martin from Apex Investing Institute will also be presenting for 90 minutes at this free event.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Join me in Boston on September 30th as I return to my hometown for a workshop about the art of timing the trade. I look forward to seeing all the Tigers and Tigresses for this special free event.
All action starts early at 7:30 a.m. with a continental breakfast and wraps up at about 1 p.m. Topics that Tom will be covering during his presentation include quality volume, cause and effect, ABC structures, swing points, and much, much more. For all the information on this free Boston event taking place Saturday, September 30th, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 43. Nasdaq is up 19. S&Ps are up 2. And it looks like we're going to have some action inside the college sports arena, huh?
Action's one way to put it, man. Not the kind of action that a few coaches and representatives wanted, that's for sure. But yeah, so this story's just breaking kind of right now as we speak. And it looks like, so ex-NBA star Chuck Pearson, but they shouldn't even lead with him. You know, this is really a scandal in terms of college sports and NCAA basketball. So top-tier college basketball programs were thrown into turmoil Tuesday as federal prosecutors unveiled criminal charges against 10 coaches, managers, financial advisors, and sportswear company representatives, accusing them of a web of illicit payments to cash in on the vast riches generated at the sport's highest levels. So, you know, what they were talking about here, federal prosecutors in Manhattan said the charges followed a 3-year investigation where they had undercover people in there into the criminal influence in NCAA basketball. That's quite a strong phrasing of things. Prosecutors in Manhattan will detail the allegations at a noon Eastern Time conference. And the charges include bribery, conspiracy, and fraud. Part of the case is built on allegations that an executive at a global apparel company bribed students and their families to attend universities where the company sponsored athletic programs. And I was seeing tweets, I'm not sure if this is exact or not, but I've seen tweets about maybe Adidas is one of these companies that's in there. Prosecutors also allege that business managers and financial advisors bribed coaches to steer student athletes to them to manage their fortunes. The FBI had a cooperating witness at a sports advisory firm, and its undercover agents secretly recorded conversations and made payments to the accused. I'd been seeing $15,000 cash envelopes, $13,000 cash envelopes. Quite a story. That's going to be making its way around. People will be hearing all about this on the news today.
So Nike hasn't moved yet. Let's see. All right, let's see all the people that are in it. So, because what it says is it's a large company. So you got Nike, you got Adidas, you got Puma.
So how about
you got Under Armour, right?
Yeah. I was just. How do we?
There you go.
So I had been seeing Adidas, and look at Adidas is down 1.7%.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
yeah.
Let's pull that up.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, just hit that. So that's AD. Oh, I see in Germany. AD.
It's interesting that they are the one that I had seen some tweets out there about one representative from Adidas being involved in that.
Okay.
And it seems like it was assistant coaches, and that's the bar. There you go. I mean, that's. It seems like it was more assistant coaches.
Okay.
But you're talking about huge schools, man. USC, Auburn, University of South Carolina.
Yeah,
there's the news breaking, exactly. But that's, there's so much money in sports. And what's intriguing, right, is that, Nike doesn't budge. And even in the grand scheme, that might be back up to where it was in a week from now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not,
it just depends on how if they could get it up the ladder.
I agree.
If they can't get it up the ladder, it's a salesperson. Well, it's
Yep. But the risk versus reward, man. You sign one athlete that can change your entire
life
brand.
Yeah.
In terms of Nike signing. Count the number of people they've signed that have changed their brand.
For sure.
Jordan to Tiger Woods to, and then you got LeBrons of the world and all that stuff. You can really, you get one athlete. Steph Curry, going with, was he with Under Armour, I think. But there's...
Yeah, so we won't even pull up Nike because we know Nike is just a monster. If we pull up Under Armour just to see what they do, yeah, $5.3 billion.
Yeah.
So you get clothing, 3.2, footwear, $1 billion, accessories, 400.
Yeah.
Let's go Nike. I'm curious what they do now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, just on.
No, I say oh boy like it's going to be mammothly larger.
It is.
I think Under Armour was a $7 billion market cap. Yeah, Nike's an $83 billion market cap.
Look at that, $34 billion. 21 in footwear.
Yeah.
9 in clothing.
Yeah. They are the footwear kings.
They are, man.
For sure.
You get your Nikes on?
I don't. Do you have yours on?
I got mine
you
on.
You do?
Yeah, interesting.
Sneakers on Tuesday, not bad.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And we joke, but why do you think they have that? Michael Jordan, talk about one athlete.
Right.
For sure.
Right. Yeah. And that's what Knight said, too, when because Charles Knight, who started it, I think it's his name, he was explaining that changed the whole business. For sure. When he got Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
It's still,
and
it's still doing it. The Air Jordans are still doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at those S&Ps because those S&Ps just...
What's happening?
Are not budging. ESZ7.
Oh, one more time. Back it up.
Okay. Look at that small range. So we're at 24.97. It's interesting. The 2,500 is not a big deal as it's really anything, but that's what the Bulls and Bears are fighting over.
It's been jumping around there for a little while. It has.
Yeah. If we pull this back, watch. I'll pull it back 8 days.
Right.
It's been hanging here.
Definitely.
And, yesterday, now what is pretty cool here, the way that I look at things is that we haven't tested that high volume low from yesterday. So that's game out here, which, is 24.88. I don't expect it to get down there today, but that's going to get tested. So we'll see what can actually make that thing move lower. If we go take a look at Boeing, Boeing's still at highs. Look at that. That stock just won't stop. The Microsoft inside the NDX. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so Microsoft did come down off those highs, 75, he is 73.50. But you had some juice down there, and you're inside the lower range being $74.42. So the VIX, the VIX. So that's setting up pretty good, actually. So the VIX today got down to 994. You're 1025. Look at this. That could be game.
On a relative basis, it's so low.
Oh, it is.
It is.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The thing that's going to be intriguing, I heard this analyst on this morning, and this was a fundamental take on it, but he was saying, hey, listen, the Fed had kept the volatility so low in the marketplace, for 7 or 8 years. He says, you got to expect that they're going to be gone. Well, it should go back to a normal curve, and for being a fundamentalist, I thought that was pretty cool. Meaning, because that's a book learned type of, like, okay, here's the curve. This is the math behind it, If you don't have that buyer in here all the time,
there should be more volatility.
Yeah, you should go back to the,
Definitely.
the same deal.
I'm sure that the Fed smoothed out some of those, outlier moves to prevent them.
Right.
And maybe they won't be as preventable with the 1%, 1.5% daily moves that you might get in there.
Well, it's amazing. The Fed, it was the taper tantrum. and that was in 2013. Time goes so quick. I remember that, but I didn't remember that it's 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That is insane.
It is.
Yeah, you know. And as we're talking right here, we're getting a little selling in here. We go take a look at those NQs right now. I'm getting a nice little sell-off inside those.
Yeah, 58.88.
Yeah. You know, they were at, down 12, and now I get the aspect that it can actually...
Up 12, were you?
Oh, up 12,
okay.
So sorry, yeah. I get the aspect that we can get that, if I get below 58.82, I might get some action going downtown.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Don't forget, come visit us. September 30th. Well, I don't even say September 30th. This Saturday.
Saturday morning.
Boston, Massachusetts. Just bring your baseball hat.
There we go.
We're going to come right back, folks.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD. Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 35. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&P's are flat. And we'll see how this shakes out going through the day. I mean, right now, basically, you know, you get the Nasdaq up 0.2%. Dow and S&P are up 0.1. You know, coming off the highs of this morning, though, they're
kind of bouncing around.
Yeah, they better get some juice.
How about oil? Can we jump into oil?
Yeah.
Because you have API numbers tonight after the bell. And oil had quite a day yesterday for itself, pulling back a little bit today. As the dollar keeps rising, that's one thing that might be kind of, as Kevin Hinks was talking about, right?
Yes.
Kind of affecting, putting a little damper on oil's day.
So you're over the swing point of 50.62, which was August 1st. You're at 51.70.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
You know, I mean, it looks like, you know, you can build some cars here and get up to this 52 to 54. That'd be good. We might be trading oil tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
You know, because and that'd be the volatility trade, folks.
Sure,
meaning, it's like, because it hasn't been volatile for a while.
Yeah.
You know, but now you get those kind of moves. I mean, that move yesterday was huge, man.
Yeah, it really was.
$50.41 up to 52.23.
Big time. Almost $2 move.
Yeah, and this morning, now what you have this morning is that 51.43 is a high volume intraday low. So that would say to me it's going to get tested down at that level. And more than likely, if we go over to that dollar, you're going to see the dollar has caught a bid. We are at 93.
And it's not stopping.
And I think 93.840 is the number.
Yeah, we were up about 400 ticks to start the show, so we're up about 564 now. Yeah.
93.840. You stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next, and of course Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, and of course Tuesday. Andy.
Tuesday, you got
Andy
it.
Heck. Nice pal.
Thanks, man.
Come visit us, folks, September 30th. Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.